Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Rise of the Podcast. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
And I'm Brownie.
Oh, my goodness, what's this? Opening up, reading the paper? Well, I just want to do a big shout out to the Duluth News Tribune. Oh, I said that a little funny. The Duluth News Tribune reached out to us and was down here a couple weeks ago, hence our special Tuesday episode where we went live on the air. And they did an awesome article about us. And I have a coworker, his name is David, and he stresses how important local newspapers are. And I don't know. It was unbelievable. Like we're not gonna get in the New York Times, Kara, or anything like that.
You never know.
High school reach out to us and talk about like what it was like and everything. It was, or like just saying, hey, awesome. It was fun to touch base, and my mom thought it was the coolest thing. So
yeah, my mom shared it a couple times on her Facebook.
So that was pretty exciting. But on to business. Does everybody realize that this is the last podcast before The Mandalorian comes out? Can you believe it?
Now, here's the thing. We're not going to talk about it on the next podcast.
Spoiler cast. You better watch it so we can talk about it.
We can do a spoiler cast, and if people
I
don't watch
say
it.
tough luck if you haven't watched it. We're a Star Wars podcast.
So there
Chris
you go.
is just like,
We're talking about it.
Y'all better be on the ball watching The Mandalorian Season 2.
Chris,
Hi, Gabe. Hi, Al.
Oh,
Hey,
hi,
guys.
Gabe. Hi, Al. Oh, I saw Gabe's, just saw the story too, so that was kind of cool. Gabe, we specifically brought you up in the interview with the reporter, Melinda.
Yeah.
Just saying how much we appreciate your engagement and interaction with us. It's always so much awesome. It was really cool. The fans, you guys are just so awesome. So, all right, back to the Mandalorian. So, Chris, Mandalorian Friday, we're going to come over. We'll do our Mandalorian watch showdown.
I might be working.
Oh, that's true. All right. Well, we will wait for you
We will
to watch
Wait,
it.
what?
Or you can watch it and I can watch it later. It's not
Well,
a big deal.
we can watch it Saturday morning.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Jarrett was hoping that we had a projector so we could project it somewhere and I'll watch it, but it's just, so hard 'cause I don't have a projector.
No, I don't have a projector.
Maybe we need a projector. I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, no, we don't. No, we don't. Jeremy, just slow your roll there.
What's our featured set of the week here?
So I put out this is the Final Showdown is the official name of the set. So it's still
close
next.
enough.
The Empire Final Duel. I can't remember. I messed it up during
Final Duel.
The Final Duel. I messed it up during the filming of that too. We have it next to Gabe the Ewok
I
here.
was going to say, you didn't even open it up, Jeremy. Good grief.
Does anybody know?
What is going on?
Does anybody see what's special about the set?
Oh, my goodness, I do.
Oh, Kara does. It's probably so hard to see.
I don't have any way to really punch in.
What color is this lightsaber?
I put Luke Skywalker on Palpatine's throne. Oh, I was
Alternate reality
Alternate
where Luke
reality.
ascends to the Sith hierarchy.
What would have happened if he threw? What if he just happens if he became Sith?
He just throws everybody down the elevator shaft.
Yeah,
and takes it.
continuously.
I'm sure there's fanfic of
Oh,
Luke joining the Empire.
I guarantee it. I'm gonna go way back in the Facebook fan group, people that stick in my brain, and Prim Rose.
Yeah.
Loves writing different takes on Star Wars and writes her point of view, which is really cool. So
From a certain point of view.
from a certain point of a fan
Oh,
view.
dang, we got some. Oh, it's all Gabe and Al. Okay, so.
You make it sound like it's a bad thing.
Oh no! Oh, and Dave's in there too.
They're
Sorry.
talking to each other.
Gabe says, "I'm gonna make your night better. I have some more listener mail for you."
Oh my goodness.
That's too early for. Don't even.
Okay.
We've got other stuff first.
Okay.
David says you can come over and watch with him.
Oh, there we go.
Or Al says you can write one from Sound Central.
Oh my goodness.
Gabe the Ewok. Gabe says Gabe the Ewok. I love it.
Yep,
we
he's
need
here.
to we need to give him a little name tag. Like a little name tag that says, "Hi, my
My name is Gabe.
Yub nub.
Yub nub. Oh man, Kara just ordered me some presents for this. Anyways, Avatar: The Last Airbender. She got me Appa pants that say "Yip Yip" on them.
Yeah, little Appa and Momo sleep pants.
They're
Nice.
adorable. And then another shirt of
I was
Appa
gonna say, the
eating.
shirt might stay with me.
No, it
It says Baby Appa on it, and he's sitting there. He's holding a little cabbage and eating a cabbage.
because my cabbages.
Is the guy on the back of the shirt like distressed?
I wish. So
You did get one more thing in there too.
So one of my features, I'm gonna go back. All right. So this is an iPhone, right?
Is that oh my, Chris, did you know it was an iPhone?
My mind has been blown.
I know.
I
Seriously, I thought that was an Android.
I can officially say I have had all of the major phone manufacturers at one point. So I have had a Windows.
Boo, the worst phones ever made.
I have had an
The
Android.
Pixel or whatever it was.
It was made by Nokia, but it ran the Microsoft OS. And I was going to talk about that phone for a minute. So it had one redeeming feature.
Well, now which one are you talking about?
The Windows Phone.
The Windows Phone.
Oh, okay, the Windows
The Windows Phone had one redeeming feature. I busted the ice by saying Windows first. I meant to say I've had iOS, I've had Android, and I even had a Windows Phone. And I liked the Windows Phone. It's just like Great Clips is where I used to go to get my hair cut, right?
Now he
We
goes
could
to
tell.
Carrot Clip.
Now I go to Cara Clips. And so you have to register your appointments is via an app only. And that was the way 10 years ago. Well, there was no app on the App Store for the Windows Phone. So it was like I couldn't even go to register for my haircuts because the app didn't exist on the Windows Marketplace.
poor
They had
Jeremy.
nothing for apps. Banking, nothing.
Yeah,
Good
like
luck.
their API, nobody gave a crap.
Nobody
about.
worked on their stuff. So the one cool thing about the Windows Phone was that it had the Bing search picture of the day, as you could set that as the
Ha, nice one, James.
you could set that as the background on your phone, and I loved it because I'm nerdy. Like right now, I have a cartoon character on my background, and it sits there
What's his
for
name, Jeremy?
Buffrog, Yevgeny Bolganov. He's Russian.
I have the default background on my back.
See, so the default, right? And the default's sharp. It's meant for the phone. It's the same
Mine's
resolution. Kara's got
I
a
don't know, some
eucalyptus thing.
Sort of leaves.
And mine's like 3 weird, colorful
Magnolia.
stripes on black.
So this was a big, long, convoluted tangent because guess what I thought of the other day, Chris? I'm like, I got a Windows 10 PC at home. I'm going to see if Bing can automatically be my background of the day. And it can. So it made my day. There's just an app you install, and then Bing will automatically update your background. And they've got breathtaking photos.
I thought you were going to tie this into the Appa shirt.
Well, it is coming back
Oh,
around.
okay,
This
okay,
is all an
okay,
Appa
okay.
tangent.
All right.
So 2 or 3 days ago, I logged on. The one picture, it was all cabbages. And I was like, what? They have these beautiful backgrounds of like Yosemite and, I mean, just
places
ocean,
around the
beautiful.
world
And there's a picture of cabbages, a drone shot of cabbages. And
It was a cabbage farm.
And,
wasn't there like a tractor?
there was a
going through
tractor
it and-
pulling
yeah.
cabbages out. And so it just reminded me of Appa, but the
Eating his
cabbage guy
cabbages.
would have been really happy. Not a common reference for people to get the cabbages. Cabbages
You're
guy.
the only person in the history of the world who's ever been excited about Bing.
Okay.
Bing's they suck.
They do.
really
They're pretty
They
bad.
really do. If
They
you
are
do a
pretty
Bing
bad.
search for anything, it's like, not quite what I looked for, but sure. Kind of
You're-
like when you ask Siri something and she's like, oh, did you mean to look up? And I'm like, no, I did not.
So do you remember even Bing even had like it was an unknown, like you put a search in and then it shows you 2 and you pick which one it was, and it was Bing or Google, and I think most of the time people still ended up picking Bing result was better, which is really funny, and like in a blind test it was whatever, but no, I
If
like
you force people to have to do a blind test, it means that people don't like your product, and if they see it,
Right.
they'll automatically not like it.
right,
Yep.
but good old Bing. Anyways, their backgrounds are my background on the computer, and I've been loving it.
They used to pay you to use their search engine.
yeah,
in
they do.
points.
Yeah, it was like
I think they
I
still
remember
do
you
it.
saying
they still
that.
do it.
I remember you, yeah.
Yeah, and it they had like games and stuff. You answer daily trivia and quizzes and stuff. Bing's all right. I don't mind Bing.
It's
They're
pretty
desperate.
awful. I'd rather use Yahoo again.
Yahoo can't still be a search engine, is it?
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. So funny computer things, right? So Alexa, I probably just said a bunch of them off. Alexa was talking to me just this morning, and did you guys know what Alexa dressed up as for Halloween this year?
What?
It was really creative.
An ashtray.
So her voice got really high because she went as helium this year. And so
That's
if you ask her about her
hilarious.
Halloween costume, she speaks to you for a little while with everything being really, really high, like she sucked on some helium. So I was like, Alexa, you never cease to amaze me. Like, that's pretty fun. So, sorry, just nerding about Microsoft and Amazon and
You're
That's all right.
hilarious.
Chris is like, I'm an okay Google guy.
No, I don't like any of those things.
You don't like to talk to to help you out.
Okay, I'm gonna air some freaking grievances.
All right. And now it's air grievances with Chris.
So I hate all of the everythings, right? So thing 1A, let's crap on Microsoft.
Okay.
Cortana is the dumbest name for an
Okay.
assistant ever.
Cordon, yeah, you know, I because Halo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Cortana and
it's
Halo's
like, ooh,
awesome.
it's like, yeah.
I know. All right. She sucks.
I hate it so much.
She sucks. Chris disables that bar entirely.
What's the things called? Bixby? If on Android phones or on Samsung.
Wait, that's the name of their assistant?
Wait,
Samsung.
what's
Yeah, they have
Bixby?
the Bixby assistant.
Bixby.
That
Get me
Go-
my tea
yeah.
and crackers.
big. I didn't even know that was.
And
I learned
nobody
something.
uses it. That's why, because it sucks.
Wow.
Right? So continuing down this thing. So the Google Home is the biggest hunk of crap in the galaxy.
Ah,
Like, here's the like.
that
use it-
assistant's garbage.
I use it for one thing and one thing only: setting alarm clocks. I don't listen to music on it. I don't want to tell me facts. I don't want help getting up in the morning to say get up in the morning or whatever.
Right.
I do one thing a day. I say stupid thing.
Yeah.
Set an alarm for the time where I want to wake up. Right.
Right.
And instead of just saying alarm set, it says setting your alarm for exactly the time of day. Also, if you need help getting up in the morning, you do that, and it's like 40 seconds long of maximum volume because I have it cranked up for the
Right.
for the alarm. Maximum volume describing how it can help me do all this stuff, and it's like and you can't tell it to shut up. You can't be like stop or cancel or whatever. It
Because
just
then it would
runs.
cancel the alarm.
It runs through the whole freaking thing, and it's like I get so angry every night when I'm setting my alarm clock because you have no option to disable hints or tips.
Right.
And it's like I'm ready to throw that thing in the trash
Chris's
and just be
blood
late.
pressure rises every single time he goes to bed, and so it takes him 10 years to fall asleep.
Let me ask you this: if in the event of a power outage, and then coming back on, because most of the time they're usually back, is the alarm stay set through the power, like because it's internet?
I would imagine so.
because it's internet based. So that's a plus, but it's a
Well,
very weak.
my phone doesn't turn off when the power goes out.
True. Do you bet? So that's just a backup. You use your phone as well.
Yeah, well, they have to work in conjunction with each other because I'll sleep through one of them. If I don't
Got
have
it.
both of them set, I'm done. We started at our normal time, Brad. Don't even start booing us.
Brad, did you see we're in the paper? We've done it.
Oh, yeah, I feel it's been all over Facebook, but
So
I don't
Brad,
think he Facebooks.
So Brad, no,
Yeah.
because yep, he doesn't. Brad, check this out. So we got approached by the Duluth News Tribune, which is our local paper, and bam, there we are. That's us. I'm gonna just bring it in for a close up, or I'll bring it in right here. Let's catch the light there. So that is pretty darn cool.
It's kind of funny how it's like a picture just goes right back to the same picture.
seriously. So I will say this. It's because of me that we were in the newspaper. Because I sit and I nerd out with every single one of my patients. One of my patients happened to recommend us to
the author.
the author of this article. Quite proud of myself. Being a nerd is worth it.
Opening doors.
I
Yeah.
say
You're not alone anymore, Karen.
I'm not alone.
I say it
Worst
once.
interview
I
ever.
always will say it. Is,
Thanks, Fox.
Yeah. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. But I wish I had a hygienist that would talk about nerdy stuff. That's kind of cool.
Jeremy's told me a million times. He was like, "Man, when I was a middle schooler, if my hygienist talked to me about nerdy things, he was like, I would
wouldn't
have had the biggest crush on her."
I might have even flossed once.
I was gonna say I wouldn't have been so grouchy about going to the dentist because if you polled the United States, who likes going to the dentist? Nobody does. Absolutely no one.
I like going to the dentist.
You're crazy.
I would bet dentists don't like going to the dentist.
Probably not.
But
Because
then
they're
it's
going to be like,
clean.
this guy isn't as good as me.
I know. That's what I was
I'm
gonna
the
say.
best
You're like,
dentist ever.
I've got to sit here for the subpar treatment. You know, like
Well, it reminds
I
me
want to
of-
go to a dentist who's a dentist picks as their dentist. You know,
Yeah, that's the key.
That
Go
is-
to your dentist's dentist.
dentist.
Well, all of the dentists at my job go to each other.
Well, right. Otherwise, we would get stuck in some sort of weird parallax where you'd have to find, well, who does that dentist go to?
You guys are going to make Kara's head explode.
I
What?
know.
People are just like, oh, Kara's amazing. Kara makes cavities fun. You guys are goobers.
Dang right.
Has there been,
Anybody needs teeth cleanings, come to Lake Superior Dental.
Make an appointment 6 months in advance so that
Right,
you ain't getting
seriously.
in.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
is there any other fun comments, Chris?
No, that's it.
That was it.
Nothing about you. Sorry, Jeremy. You don't make anything fun.
Oh, right. She's laughing. I had another direction I was going to go. I completely forgot. I
Was it
lost
One
my
Direction?
tangent. It is
Right.
not One Direction. It was, we talked about Bing. We talked about Microsoft.
Which is the same
Smart
thing.
assistants.
I'm trying to decide whether or not I hate Bixby or Cortana more.
Well, Bixby cracks me up. That's really funny. Well, you know me, right? I'm already pretentious enough. This normal Siri isn't good enough for me. I have British Siri.
Well, like the prior to
I
like
love British Siri.
I love British Siri too.
Oh, she's so much better. She makes life so much better.
Who was the little paperclip though? That was like
Oh,
prior-
Clippy.
Clippy, is he still a thing?
Yeah.
No, well, no.
Well, no, he's not. But he's
People know he exists.
He was kind of prior to everything.
Clippy didn't do anything.
No, well, no, he didn't. But
He's as bad. Like I feel like everything's as bad as Clippy.
Clippy just talks a lot and doesn't actually provide any
Oh,
subtle.
like my Google Home.
Oh, I think that's what I was going to talk about. I remember Prime Day. It just came and went, and so we have an Echo Dot, and that is one of the things that we use. What?
Now that I was gonna make a joke about your hand being on the pulse of the internet again or whatever, we go ahead.
So Prime Day has come and gone, and the Echo Dot is what we have in our house, and it's a little $20 puck, and it's awesome. It does everything. I was like going to get sucked into marketing and buy the bigger, taller one, and then go from there. And then I was like, no, the little one's fine, and the little one is perfectly fine. But they have the Echo Show 5. Okay.
Sorry, I just need to address this real quick. So I usually try I usually try and start the stream early so people can get settled in and ready to watch. And he says he normally jumps in 15 minutes after, so the technical issues are sorted out. So we didn't have any technical issues this time for the first time in like a year. So it just did the 15-minute pre-buff so people could get in and get sorted out. And then we actually started right at 7 for the first time ever.
That's crazy.
So I didn't mean to interrupt your story, but I needed to defend our start time.
So I think what I'm about to tell you, Chris, is going to just make you rage on other people's behalf.
No, I'm so angry already.
There's two. I don't know what happened to Echoes 2 through 4, but the Echo 5 is it's a Alexa with a screen, and it's probably 6.5 or 5.5 inches. And then they have Echo Show now, is what they're called, the 5 and the 9. And so there's a 5 and a 9. And so you're not going to believe this. The biggest complaint about the 9, and it's a landslide, is it will not stop making Alexa recommendations on itself. So on the screen, you have this really pretty display. You can have it like set up for the weather or set up for like just a clock, or you can say, show me the front door, and it'll show you the front door on the display.
You tell it to shut the front door?
I wish. We're not barn in a barn. No, but it always say, try this, and then it has a common Alexa phrase and something that she'll do. And it won't go, you can't shut it off. You cannot get rid of it.
So it's just like this eyesore on the...
Yes.
Yeah.
And everyone...
No one cares.
No one wants that.
So if I want to learn something, I'd be like, teach me your stupid moves.
Right.
Or
Show
like-
me your
moves.
ways. Yeah.
Or go to Google and
Show me
be
her
like,
moves, yeah.
you'll Google, what can I do with my friendly lady?
I just say it.
Yeah.
I just say it and own it.
Jared,
I don't understand what he said LG Wing with gimbal.
LG wins with
Wing.
wing. I don't know. Give
What
me
do
some
you mean,
clarification.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're saying. Are you having a stroke, Mike? Can we send somebody to help you?
Are we talking about like Mike, right?
Mike Fish, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's like if he's referencing a phone of some type or a TV or
I don't know.
some sort of assistant.
Establish us. Enlighten us, Mike.
Establish us.
Establish.
Establish 2019.
Words are hard. Best podcast ever.
oh my gosh. What number was that again?
I don't know, but it's probably the most referenced podcast on the show.
Probably. I would say.
By you.
By me, I know. So yeah, how does that make? Because when I bought my Kindle, you can buy it cheaper with or without ads, and the ads are unbelievable. You can't set a display picture. You have to have an ad for a book constantly.
Ew.
So.
Oh, Mike says look it up. It's a new phone that comes with a built-in gimbal.
Oh,
What?
interesting. Well, interesting. So it like unfolds and it's already gimbaled?
I'm
or-
guessing it's gonna be like a virtual gimbal where maybe there's like a
Ibis?
floating sensor or something.
Yeah.
LG Wing Gimbal.
All right. Well, Kara looks it up.
I just had to look.
Are we in the 80s, Kara?
Why?
Oh, because your leg warmers.
Oh, they're just tall socks. It is coming back, yo. Like,
Oh, okay.
Kara's bringing it back. You heard the story behind those boots, right?
No.
Not me. Kara wanted to spend money on boots.
Well, she wanted to engage in capitalism.
Okay.
She wanted to engage in capital. Put it on Kara. Put it on
in
Kara.
my defense, my belly's getting a little bit on the big side. Okay, all right.
We've all
She's
been there.
My boots, my current winter boots, go probably maybe 4 inches below my knee, and there's no zipper. It is complete lace up. And so there's no way on God's green earth at this point in my life I'm going to be able to unlace the whole entire thing and then, like, try to pull them on. Like, I can barely reach my stinking foot. And then
You don't have
tighten
Jeremy
everything.
doing your shoes for you.
Yeah, he leaves at 6:30 and I leave at 7:15. So I'm not
just-
putting my boots on at 6:30.
Well,
I'll
just
put 'em on
put them on
before
when
I
she's-
leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Walk upstairs
Take
and
your
just
shower
with your boots on. Oh, that would suck. So she
Hello, Latin Operation Forces.
Oh my goodness! Hi, Latin
guys.
Operation Forces. Oh man.
Wait, are we gonna give them grief about the one?
No,
ship?
they're
Okay.
fine.
Are you
They're in the
sure?
clear. They're in
Did
the
Gabe
clear.
get his chip yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I haven't sent it out.
We needed. Jeremy keeps wanting to do swag before we.
So
send it out.
David, if you're watching, I want to talk to Ashley about cutting some cool vinyls and stuff for Gabe to send along with the chip. Maybe we can even print like a chip winner, chip loser, and then Gabe can put whatever one on, whether he like beats the challenge or not.
I have faith in him. I think he'll
I
do
do
it.
too.
Here's what we should do.
Gwen made me look like a chump.
You're the chip chump.
We should make a custom fabric.
A custom fabric.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
And we should make custom Rise the Podcast masks.
Well, that'd be cool.
Right?
Or we could do we could do blank masks and just we can get like little patches and sew them on or
you
something,
do
or
that
iron-ons or something.
Well, yeah.
We can do that too. Because Cricket does iron-on stuff too.
Well, look at you guys coming up with new swag ideas. So
Dang, right? Like we have any swag right now, anyways. We need to make you a T-shirt that's got Han Yoda Shrek.
oh, I know.
Like we've been talking about that forever.
Han Yoda Shrek is still one of the funniest. It's a funny
Chris,
story.
we need to make you a button that you can just hit, and it'll put Han Yoda Shrek right here.
On the couch.
Just an easy little
I
button
just,
that can go boop.
I just need to make the graphic and I could do that. I was actually thinking about that earlier today.
Really?
That's funny.
Okay, since we both thought of it, it means it needs to be done.
It needs to happen.
So Han Yoda Shrek and throwing salt. Because instead of do you remember that episode where Jeremy talked about throwing salt instead
Yeah.
of throwing shade?
I do.
Don't you throw
You throw salt over your shoulder for good luck.
But if you're being rude to somebody, you're
You
throwing
throw
shade
shade.
at them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you throw salt at him.
No.
Because you don't want salt on your vehicle because it rusted out. I would rather have somebody throw shade on my vehicle than salt. Although table salt probably wouldn't do anything to your car.
Probably not. So yeah.
It depends on how big the thing is when you drop it on it.
So,
Like a 40-kilogram keg just...
And how high you drop it from?
Yep.
I mean, you could drop it from an airplane, hit your car, like just a little Morton salt.
oh, you guys are so hilarious. Bombing salt. So I want to talk about really quick after last week. The Latin Operation Forces is here. They're an awesome place to check out all your gaming news. I've been paying attention
I was
to your
gonna say,
guys' posts.
I get all my news from them.
I know, I do too. And so last week was really fun because for the first time ever, we got to play Among Us. We left the Among Us podcast and we went home and we all got to play it. We played with Gabriel and David and a lot of people who watched the show. Mike was in that match. So Mike or David, if you guys have any good stories or like quick ones you can write out on any Among Us stories you have,
I have a story.
let us know in the chat and we'll talk about it.
I played Among Us by myself earlier this week, and my name's Tooth Fairy, right? I was the imposter for the first time. I killed somebody.
Well, not the first time ever, but the first time that night.
Well, for the first time that night with that group. I killed somebody. Nobody saw me do it. 2 minutes later, I'm running around pretending to do my stuff, and I come across the body I had killed 2 minutes prior. And I reported it. And we go into the thing, and this one guy is like, "The Tooth Fairy isn't real. Sus." I was like, "What?" I was like, I reported the body, you know, like, whatever. Just because the person said the Tooth Fairy wasn't real and I was suspect because the Tooth Fairy's not real, they voted for me as the imposter.
That one comment
That's hilarious.
turned the horde on Kara.
I was so mad.
She was mad.
I was
She
mad.
She was really mad. It was ridiculous.
I quit after that. I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm not going to be gaming with this group anymore.
Yep.
Little
You just need to name yourself Foff Toppington.
Oh man, or just I like the people who do the colors. They'll put their name as pink, but then they're like actually brown or whatever, and be like, it's pink. But then, is it brown or is it actual color pink?
Oh, see, that's actually a good strategy.
Yeah, because if people shout it out, they don't know who's who.
So, yeah, Carrie, you should name yourself like Blue.
Right, seriously. I was, what color was I? Cyan, because the person who said the tooth fairy wasn't real was white. And I'm always white because teeth, you know?
Are white?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it could have been yellow because
Oh my gosh, Kara.
some people's teeth are mad yellow. Just saying.
No, I know. It's a bummer. Chris went to like come pick her up. Like, oh, my teeth are yellow.
Yeah, Brad. Yes, Brad also said some are yellow.
That's to take away Kara's color. But so we had made a little Discord, and we haven't got to play since last Saturday. Or at least Kara, Chris, and I haven't. But it has been a busy week. Needless to say, it has been very exhausting. So I'm ready for Sunday to be here. But that was it dawned on me on the way home from work today. I was like, Mandalorian is next week. I really am very, very excited. Apple came out, not Apple, sorry, Disney sent me a message, I think, and they said, oh, Mandalorian's coming out. Here's some episodes that you need to watch to get caught up. So
There's only 8 episodes.
I know, but
Right.
they have a suggestion. And do you know my favorite episode, I think?
The one with the walker.
I love number 2, which is the Jawa one. I loved that one. I loved
With
the
the
Mudhorn.
mud-
I loved the
Mudhorn.
disintegrating shots. All like it just
No disintegration.
just laying down Jawas. I love 2. So oh, Chris, we got to watch. Kara and I watched the first episode. Tons of IG-11. I will self-destruct, and he's like, no, don't self-destruct, but it is protocol.
Yeah.
It-
Actually, while I was doing work, because you can watch the whole series in a day.
yeah.
I just had it on in the background or whatever.
Oh.
So IG-11's so good. I hate that. Spoiler for the end of season 1,
right?
that he gets destroyed.
I mean, he did get rebuilt. He could get rebuilt again.
He melted.
If
No,
they should
he's
just bring in IG-12.
Right,
And
right.
he'll be my new favorite.
Make him cool.
He'll have sunglasses on.
The official watch recap is only 3 episodes they recommend, and it's 1, 3, and 8, and I think maybe 7 was in there as well. So
I
1,
thought there was 1, 3,
3,
7, 8.
7, and 8.
Yeah, because 7 and 8 are both when they're infiltrating the
Yep. And so,
whatever the name of the planet is. I
and
can't
then
remember.
3 is the one where he turns in Baby Yoda and then gets him back.
Yep.
So those are the recommended.
So
it's-
everything else you're saying is filler.
everything else they're saying is filler, which is kind of crazy.
And like a half season of
It's
filler.
side stories.
Well,
Side
who
quests.
doesn't love a good side quest? But also,
I'm a
What?
side-
I see your comments, Mike. I just don't think they're important enough to
oh man,
Burn.
oh man, Mike, text me him next time. Bypass the gatekeeper.
But speaking of side quests, Jeremy's playing through Skyrim right now.
Skyrim, yeah, absolutely.
He was scrolling through his list of quests. He probably has like 30 side quests that he has yet to do.
read. For shame, Jeremy.
It's ridiculous. It's like he
Well,
just
some of
kept
them
scrolling and scrolling.
Auto
and
proc
it's
and
like,
stuff, and you're just not ready to do them yet, or you don't like.
Well-
I hate the cave clearing ones. They're just like so repetitive.
Here's what's frustrating: the Dark Brotherhood.
The ouch burn comments are coming in.
Oh, got it. Just lighting up Mike.
I'm just kidding, Mike.
He's like, we have a history
Mike's like,
together.
unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Gone.
You'd have to subscribe first to unsubscribe.
Oh, burn.
Oh.
No, so back to Skyrim really quick is so the 2 ones I jump for right away is I immediately go do the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild storylines. I love those 2. They're absolutely incredible. Except when you finish, the Dark Brotherhood never really ends. Do you actually ever get like once you beat it, it just keeps giving you contracts over and over and over again to go kill random people.
It's like the
or whatever.
Yeah.
Minutemen in Fallout 4. Like, you finish a side quest for what's-his-face? I don't remember his name.
The guy from the
Yeah.
first city. with the stupid hat.
your main
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
You'll complete one of the questions like, oh yeah, by the way, there's another settler who needs your help.
Yeah.
Turn that in. Oh, by the
I mean,
way,
just
it's
like it's gives you something to
dude,
do to get XP for grinding.
slow your roll. I've
Like,
got so much more I have to do.
Yeah, Latin Operations Forces said Skyrim has more side quests than main quests. That's every Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah, right.
Main quest is like 7 missions.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was gonna say Witcher.
Although-
I feel has a ton of side quests too.
I'm gonna nerd out here for just a second.
I
So
apologize too. Holy cow!
I forgot. I get latched onto words. So sus was one for a while that was really fun to say and throw around.
Still
After
is.
going back and to playing Skyrim, I call everything Dovahkiin. So I'll see Simba the cat and I'll be like, excellent Dovahkiin, run to your litter box. Like, your Thum is strong or whatever. Like, Dovahkiin is so fun to say.
He called
Dovahkiin.
Oliver Doggy Keen.
Doggy Keen, Doggo Keen. Oh, man. And then I'll like walk in.
I think you missed the obvious one. Fuzro Dog.
Oh, you're right. Oh, Foos, oh, dog. And then I'll walk into Kara, or I'll not walk into her, but
That's how she got those bruises, huh?
I
I'll
ran
walk,
into a door, guys.
I'll walk into the house and I'll be like, I am Dovahkiin. It's stupid. It's a stupid word, but it's so
It's
much
If your
fun.
tooth hurts in
Hilarious,
Skyrim, do you get Dovahkiin?
Do you what now? What'd you say?
I was making a Novocaine.
Oh, got it.
Dovahkiin.
Got
Oh
it.
my gosh.
But anyways, if you want to send us an email, you can send us an email at contact
Jeremy
at Rise of the
wants that
Podcast.
email, Gabe.
And we got it, everybody. So I'm going to read it to you. So we got an email from Gabe. Gabe the Ewok is checking in from Puerto Rico. And he said, earlier today, I was going through my old phone and I came across photos of me and Josh. You should have put him in the email. I would have totally loved to see him, or send me another one with him. I came across photos of me and Joshy at Puerto Rico's biggest Star Wars convention called Star Wars The Fan Fest. And it was the last convention they went to before Walmart.
Uh-huh.
You caught yourself. I saw that. That was
Yep.
nice.
I did it for dramatic effect.
Oh,
Yeah, I knew I was going there. So, okay.
I didn't realize. Like
The next one you have,
let us know.
we want to come to it.
Heck
For
yeah.
real. We will
It's-
come down.
The flight to Puerto Rico's not that.
No,
that
it's
expensive.
awesome.
It's super
It's-
cheap.
I'll have to swim.
It's awesome. But
Well,
no,
yeah, Jeremy will steal a raft from work, and you can just.
Well, you can just take a raft that someone from Cuba came over on.
yeah, and
just
come
bring-
back with it. Yeah.
It's like recycling. Is that
Oh,
politically
Lord.
incorrect what I just said? Probably.
Well, it's okay. But yeah, we want to come down and we want to go to Fan Force with you. Like, how big was it or how awesome? Do you have any specific memories? Shout them out.
Oh, he said the pictures didn't send. He tried attaching them.
Oh, bummer.
Quick side thing. Brad said low key should be outlawed. No shot should be out. Like for people saying like things
Oh,
from.
yes.
But he says he still throws around sus. So.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just think like I watch a lot of music theory videos. So when I hear sus, I think of suspended chords.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because like as you're looking, it says sus and sus period instead of.
Yeah.
You know, we
I love
loved
music
we
theory.
loved the stupid frog show that, you know, what do you call it?
Frogtopia. What's it called?
Frogtopia. It's
Amphibia.
Amphibia.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Me and Josh have started
Frogpocalypse.
watching that.
There was a that's awesome. There was a funny somebody recut a GIF together of the characters and from Amphibia because there's a scene that someone steals her phone, the main character's phone, and they watch a show and drain her battery all night. So she
I
accuses.
saw that episode.
Yeah, so they redid that scene with Sus. They're like, "You're looking pretty suspicious," and then he even calls out Paulie. He's like, "But Paulie was suspicious," and then it ends up being Hop Pop.
Yeah.
And so
then
it shows
him
orange tumbling through space.
and saying Hop Pop was
Hop
the
Pop
imposter.
was the imposter.
The game is stupid
Nice.
fun. It is really stupid. Like, I like playing with people I know. Randos, I'm over playing with random people.
Because random people can be jerks.
Rando Calrissian.
Yeah. It's the fun is trying to play, like you play your friends. Like you said, I get too chatty when I'm sus, Chris.
Yeah, if you just toned it down like 20%, there'd be no difference between when you're actually the person and when you're not.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm in the crew. I talk a lot to like drive that aspect of the game. I really like it.
Derek gets chatty in chat. Mike, I feel you get blamey in chat. You're like, oh, it's definitely cyan. Oh, it's definitely
I
brown. Oh,
hate
it's
turning
definitely purple.
I hate when David thinks I'm sus because then I feel like he gets aggroed. So he's like, I
does.
don't know. Red is awful sus, and it's hard to sway the crowd when David points the finger at you.
You know what you should do is just have the other person kill you, and then it exonerates you.
Well, when Kara's imp now, I immediately say, just walk over and kill me. So I don't have to like betray anybody. I don't have to sit and play a part of your games. I don't have to betray my friend's trust. Just kill me.
But we've been-
and she's
like,
like,
when we
I
put-
feel so bad. Like, yeah, you didn't feel too bad. You killed me in 2 seconds.
I had to do it quick. Nobody was around.
Ha! I just saw Kara vent. That is the one I hate the most. When people are like, "Oh, I saw him vent," and it's like there is lag. It's true, and it looks like people are venting.
Lag
and
is the worst because I've seen people straight up disappear in front of me, and I'm like, where'd they go? Like,
David says the thing is he's usually right.
Nonsense.
Oh, Gabe said he sent the pictures on Messenger.
Oh, perfect. Oh, awesome. All right, well, I just want to see him quick. So I'm gonna pull those up.
Oh.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Smacked into my microphone.
no, when is the Star Wars Fest down in Puerto Rico?
Well, who knows now? Walmart's
Well, I
ruining
mean,
it.
what
Yeah,
did it
freaking
normally-
Walmart ruins everything.
I mean, it really does. It's Walmart.
It's coming through. My phone's slow. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. I can see the comments on the page thing. They're blathered into the comments. All right, I'll pull them up when I get them.
No, I'll bring down my cosplay. I'll make my Ahsoka cosplay like super legit. And then we can go down and I'll cosplay as Ahsoka at the Star Wars convention.
There you go. And you can see it in
Dang
person.
right.
So, you know, it's sad with, I don't know what people are doing for Halloween, like trick-or-treating wise, like kids and stuff, because of
We'll be
Walmart.
here.
But, well, I'm looking forward to that episode a lot. We're
What,
going to have
the
a guest
Halloween
on
episode?
next week, yeah.
Oh, that's if you watch one episode Rise of the Podcast, watch that
next
one.
week's.
I've got something real fun planned for you guys.
Awesome. We'll have to talk afterwards, Chris, about possibly Daryl's game, too. And doing a...
Yeah, we might just be live for like 6 hours on Saturday.
next Saturday. And I'll have time off of work for once, so I'll be happy.
Amen.
You can't tell, but I'm...
So real quick, Gabe says usually in November is when that happens.
Oh,
Oh, that's
bummer.
the perfect time to leave here to go down there.
Right, because it's cold here.
Were you gonna say bummer?
No, I was going to say bummer about something else.
Oh, I was gonna say because.
No, I'm saying
Star
bummer
Wars,
because it would have been like, so we went to GalaxyCon last November.
which
and-
is early November.
Which is early November, and we could have went from there to Fan Force or Force Fan Fest Force. I can't remember what it is. What?
What I'm trying to think of what would you say the other day that got messed around? Like it was like very quickly became like Carrie Vickley or something.
I think so. It's Star Force the Fan Fest. That's a word full if you say it fast.
Star Force the Fan Fest
Star Force the Fan Fest.
and the
Star
Forces of Evil.
Yeah.
Yes.
jeez. Has Gwen watched that at all?
I don't know.
Gwen, if you're watching, I don't think you are.
She's not. Marty's home.
Oh, got it. Oh,
Not allowed to watch in Marty's home.
oh
What?
busted.
Dang.
Brad said we just lost Walmart as a sponsor.
Right? Right. Sorry, that's our code word.
Brad Gabe said he thinks he broke Messenger with 23 pictures.
Oh, probably, because I was waiting for him to come through, and I haven't seen it come through yet. But I was all excited. But yeah, so that would have been cool. We would have been doing GalaxyCon, and I'm just, ready to. Oh man, I miss it. That's for
All the
sure.
conventions.
Every,
Even
all the-
last year was the first convention I had ever gone to.
yeah, but
and
we
it
went
was
to
so great.
we went to two.
I went to one. Then we planned one with a friend.
Oh,
with
that's
some
we were
friends.
three.
So yeah, the one we planned, and then I went to another. But
Yeah.
I helped plan a convention after only going to one.
Yeah.
I think that's impressive.
Well, you'd even been planning the convention before you went to the first one,
Did we start planning?
because we
that
were
far
supposed to
back?
have the first DualCon was supposed to be in 18, and we pulled the plug because we weren't ready.
That's right.
Oh, so how did DuluCon 2020 go?
Good. It was all on Discord. It was really cool. I wish I knew a little bit more yet about Discord, but we did an Among Us room and played with a bunch of people and actual like people in Duluth or in the area that were on the DuluCon server. Daryl had a room and had one of the most a lot of it was Daryl, but he had interaction, people checking out his game. Justin had a channel. I really, really wish I would have hopped onto the Minecraft channel because a guy made a bot with a Minecraft server, like you could join a Minecraft server, and it was a virtual con that he made in Minecraft.
Oh, cool.
And then it would like show people that were logged onto the Discord server as bots in the Minecraft server. So it felt like you were in a con. It's probably not too late to check it out, or I'll have to message him and see what it looked like. So that was really, really, really cool. He had did that, and then
Is Justin the only person that's 2 for 2 on DuluCon?
I mean, there was repeat vendors, but Justin's one of them.
Nerd Sloth was there.
Nerd Sloth
again.
was there
Okay.
again. Yeah, there was a couple that were 2 for 2.
Dragons in the dining room. They were gonna do a thing, but they ended up both getting sick and not being able to do it. But they were gonna do something. So there were a few people that were repeats from last year.
Okay.
But I mean, everyone's hoping for an in-person con next year. I just don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know. It's sad.
If we get a vaccine, it dramatically increases
I'll take
the chances.
2. Give me 2 vaccines.
Gabe said, I got the auto reply, so they are there.
Oh, right. All right. Now, oh, yeah, they are there. Oh, here we go. Boom. Here they coming.
Oh my gosh.
What?
What's our auto reply? I didn't realize we had one of those set
I
up.
didn't know.
I didn't either.
Was that to Rise?
I must have hit a
Podcast, or was that
button
to you?
because it says, thanks for your message. We're out and away and can't respond right now, but we appreciate you reaching out. Oh, that's cool. Is that Joshy or you, Gabe, with Grievous? There's a Grievous.
Well, let's make. I don't know if we have permission to showing off all the.
Okay,
I was
all
gonna say,
right.
I want to see him though.
All right. Kara, we'll look at him later. Oh, my God. This is so cool.
I'll look at them later. Okay.
When you're making his dinner, apparently.
Yeah, right? Oh man.
Oh, that's sick. That's sick. That reminds me. Seeing these pictures reminds me of. Here you go, Kara. Seeing these pictures reminds me of an awesome. We met a person from Germany that was at the Star Wars celebration, and I really wish we would have got connected on social media because I don't know anything else about him except he was from Germany and he stood in line with us for a while.
Oh yeah, I have a picture with him on my Instagram.
Yeah. Yep. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Gabe said, "Go ahead. We're all good in terms of showing the pictures."
No. It's always safe to check because you never know.
I don't want to just be throwing people's pictures out there without permission.
Any reason.
Gabriel has completed basic proficiency in the use of an elegant weapon from a more civilized age.
Okay, that's cool. I want a certificate that says that.
That's awesome.
Did you work with somebody who taught you lightsaber training?
It even has the wax seal and everything on it.
He said the pictures are him and Joshy.
That's super cool.
That's there's a Darth Revan in there.
All right, so I'm going to point this out just because it's driving me crazy. Kara's shot is not level.
Oh, it's not? It's crooked?
Look how crooked that is.
It's so hard to tell
I
from.
can't tell. It
No,
looks,
it
it looks
is
on the
level
monitor.
to me on the but that's I don't know.
So the background, I guess it's in a box for me.
Yeah.
So the background is
That to the box.
It's whatever.
Sorry, Brad, you have to leave now. We haven't got all the technical issues straightened out.
Yep, we're going to shut down the podcast and restart.
Billy D. Williams.
Wait, what?
Did you not just look at these?
I did, but you were hounding me, so I gave it up.
Hounding you.
I was not.
It was all the video evidence of the
hounding.
said
Oh my
hounding.
Gosh.
Brad said I'll be back in 15.
That's so awesome.
This is awesome.
I want to see the Billy D. Williams one.
There you go. Have fun.
Oh, I can't sit and stare at my phone the entire
I
time.
did.
But, well, of course
Yeah.
you did.
Billy D is not my
Oh,
lover.
he was that was in a panel. Yeah, that's why, because he was wearing he was just far away. I couldn't see him until I pulled it up. That's awesome. That's really super cool.
Gabe said they had an academy for lightsaber training at the convention, and it was awesome.
Oh man,
That is so cool.
That's way cooler than building a lightsaber.
They
I don't
definitely
know.
did not
I don't
have
know
that
about
at
that.
Celebration.
Well, what they should have an option that you go and train with it afterward. You build it,
Seriously, yeah, they should. Disney could.
and if you fail, they take your lightsaber away.
right?
Oh, imagine doing like a VR thing after that. Like you take your lightsaber and then you put on a VR thing and you have to go through an obstacle training course or whatever.
That'd be cool.
And if you lose, they take your lightsaber back.
I would cry.
So you just sparked a conversation that I had. So the police have a VR training system. So one of the colleges in the area, Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College, has a major law enforcement program.
I graduated from there.
And they got a system, and it's called it's scenarios played out with real actors that you do in VR. And so you put the thing on, and then you have an instructor that runs the scenario based off of your verbal commands. But then if you go for your gun and pull it out, it will appear on the VR. But then if you pull out pepper spray, it'll show up, or taser. Those are the 3 things that you can bring out. And so he was talking about some of the scenarios and everything he were doing. And so one of the scenarios is, and you can walk it through to the point where, you don't have to shoot the person, or somebody might just run at you and pull a knife or a gun, and then you have to respond before getting killed or whatever. But one of the scenarios was you go to a domestic, which everybody assumes that's Kara, how I treat Kara.
Yep.
So I probably the
You got
actor
that
in
evil
it.
look.
I moonlight as the as the aggressor, but he's got a knife to the woman's side, and you have to de-escalate the situation or choose to shoot. So he said that some of his classmates tried to shoot and they ended up hitting the woman. Okay? But part of me is thinking, if it's real actors and it's kind of like a choose your own adventure, that means the actor has to film a response for each one of those scenarios. So part of me thinks, as the story progresses on, he gets mad and like throws the woman to the side and then like comes at you. So then she is out of the way and you can safely take the shot. But you have to get to that point.
Well, that sounds like escalating the situation instead of de-escalating to me.
Well, the aggressor ends up, the aggressor ends up dead and the woman is all right. So I don't know.
It sounds like a Bandersnatch, that episode of Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
Do they have a scenario where you shoot the knife out of his hand? Because that's what I would do.
Well, so here's what I'm wondering.
Mike says they have the VR set up in the shop, by the way.
What?
That's what it sounds like.
Really?
He says we have one in our shop here. I don't know if that's the only thing I can assume that he's replying to about is a VR setup.
Absolutely. Well, that's
You
crazy.
should go down there, test it out.
They wouldn't let me do it. I guarantee it. They would come up with some excuse.
Here's what you need to do.
You're too evil to touch the VR.
I know I can't learn.
You need to be a commissioned officer and then order them.
That doesn't work either. There's a need to know. They'd be like, you don't need to know how to do that.
What if
to
you're
do
base
your
commander?
job." I mean, maybe, because then you know.
What if you're president of the United States of America?
Truly, he could do whatever he wants. I mean, like, that's true.
Well, I mean, we've seen that for the last 4 years. It's called AFATS, he says.
AFATs. The one Fond du Lac has. It reminds. Like
Oh, sorry. It's called AFATS. Everything's capital. I was reading the chat on the screen instead of in the
Got
chat
it.
window. So I saw a capital A and I thought it was part of that, but
Right.
it's lowercase a. It's called
So,
FATS.
so based off that system, though, right? I don't feel like it can accurately portray a correct bullet placement from what it sounds like. So part of me feels like if you shoot while the woman is up with the knife up to her, I feel like if you shoot, it doesn't matter how good you think you are, you're always gonna hit her. Because do you think there's a
It's a
scenario where,
Kobayashi Maru is what you're saying.
kind of like if you shoot too early, the woman will end up being shot. Because I don't think this isn't really, I mean, do we really train police to like try to shoot over a,
No, not at all.
so it was like, if he stabs her, it's not the police officer's fault. But if he shoots her, then it's the police officer's fault. Because the situation could have been de-escalated or whatever. And here's the other thing too, stab wounds aren't always lethal either.
I mean, he hit a kidney.
But I mean, like,
Oh, Mike says in their circumstances, he says it's close. You have to calibrate before each use.
oh, weird. Okay, so you can John Wayne it and be like, okay, ping.
John Wayne. I guess John Wayne was a. I think you were going for John Wick,
Oh, well, yeah.
but John Wayne was also a guy that used guns. So.
Yeah, very accurately or whatever. So,
James O'Cloughlin asked him if the system can shoot back.
it should, but I thought it was really cool. Like he was describing, there was a one where a guy wants to do death by police, like or suicide by
yeah.
police. So he gets out of his car and he holds a gun to his head, and then he like runs at you. And I don't know if it's not PII because I'm not talking about any personal information. But one of the students, the second the guy got out of the car with a gun, one of the guys just shot. And
my
then
gosh.
he like waited. The person said he like waited, and then he was like walking towards them, and he just said like, "You're gonna have to shoot me. You're gonna have to shoot me." Blah blah blah. And like depending on how you like, sir, put the gun down.
So there are
I want you
scenarios.
to live.
There are two scenarios where that does happen.
Well,
now here's the thing. Do you think
the whole
the person actually has a gun in their, like their gun's actually loaded, or do you think it's empty?
Well, I mean that's all
You have to.
assumed.
Assume.
Yeah,
right.
it's like you have to. But and then like this is the tough thing about like being a police officer or any law enforcement is like everything is down to your judgment.
Right.
Like when you're talking about like even just like threat escalation, like you could come with somebody with a closed fist, or like you could be holding your iPhone and going like this. Like they could think it's a knife, they could think it's a gun. You don't know.
Right.
You're
Depending
in
on the
a
distance,
high
yeah.
tension scenario where literally lives are on the line.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like it's when someone's like, "How could you possibly shoot somebody holding a phone instead of a gun?" And it's like until you're in that type of scenario, you don't know how you would react.
Right.
And even you can go through a bunch of training and think that you're ready, but there's a huge difference between training and reality.
Right. That's the truth right there.
I thought the training was really cool. Like if there's one way to experience it, VR. That's a good use for VR.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
Mike said some places even set up fog machines, music mist, etc.
So what was cool is what my coworker was saying is that they can hit a button and like in one of the scenarios, it's considered a shoot scenario, but he was able to de-escalate it through conversation. So the system actually let him do it. So like the instructor would like hit the button for, de-escalate, 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 and then that scenario would kick in and then it would go down,
Nice.
down, and down. So,
Mike said the guns feel and look entirely real. It's just hooked up to air, so I guess it's like pneumatic.
oh yeah,
action
to operate.
stuff.
That's cool. How come I don't know about that, Mike?
It's need to know. Apparently,
I
you know all
know.
the alien stuff. He knows all the VR stuff.
I guess so.
So if you trade him some Area 51 pictures, he'll trade you 10 minutes in the sim. This is like we're like one step away from having a holodeck.
So that's just one of the
James said, I remember Fond du Lac had one that used airsoft and would shoot you back if the scenario shot back.
no way.
That's cool.
That's
What
awesome.
I went to school for computer
We went-
programming,
yeah.
and all I saw was math and numbers. Didn't get anything cool.
I went to school for teeth, and that's literally all I saw.
Can you imagine doing VR dentistry?
You know how nice that would be, though?
None of the breath.
It's gonna be
All of the plaque, none of the breath.
what's that? It's gonna be Surgeon Simulator, where it's like you just have really floppy like
Right.
controls.
Well, okay, so in high teen school, before you're able to practice on people, you practice in a sim lab, and you have these. They're called typodonts. It's just like the jaw. They're
Kara's
plastic.
was awesome. She dropped it and broke a tooth.
No, I did not.
Oh no, that was your friend's mold.
Yeah, it was my mold. It was like after school, we
Kara
did-
busted a tooth.
Oh.
whatever.
Al
Anyway,
said he got to use the sim at Fond du Lac.
who did?
Al.
Poor Jeremy just getting left out. Anyway, we would practice on these typodonts, and it would have this like really stretchy face looking thing over it. So we actually had to pretend we were like pulling cheeks back and stuff, and it was, I don't know.
Was
It'd
there
be
any
much-
like weird uncanny valley stuff where it's like this is really creepy or
I would imagine.
I want to see if I can find.
I wouldn't have
What
a
was
good
there to
time.
clean off? And then
There
how
was
did
nothing to clean off. It was just making sure that we could, correctly move our instruments and stuff.
So I would think it would be funny to be like the guy who puts the plaque on there, like the girl
The
cleans it
plaque
all off or
applicator.
whatever, and then it's like, okay, next student, block, and then just block, 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 block.
Okay,
I just imagine
so
like a dude with an airbrush just going
Yeah, right.
up to each one.
that's a really pixelated picture, but that was the closest to what we had. Okay, so this is kind of what it was like.
So what about if you went to plumbing school? Would you do plumbing VR? they have mechanic simulator. Which
Should
is
I
kinda
come
cool.
forward and should I
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that lady come through. So that's kind of what it was like. I don't know if this is not focusing.
Jeremy, turn your face away.
Here, cover up Jeremy.
It should. It's yeah. There we go. Yeah, because it looks for faces. Oh, that's creepy as heck, dude. Yee.
So that's what it was like, and the skin was like the stuff was extremely.
I didn't say come back out yet.
Did the camera find my beautiful face?
It found something.
I moved back here too.
Oh, Kara,
The focus dot is actually set on Kara.
that
is it
is
really?
funny. You've got
Sorry
priority.
if I gave anybody nightmares, but that's what I would clean at school.
Daryl said, "Isn't plumbing VR just Mario?"
Yes, that is
Everyone is
awesome.
qualified to plumb.
Yeah, I guess so. We were all taught. Oh, I saw a really heavy meme the other day, and it was about Mario or whatever. But it shows this little kid, and he goes to school, and the teacher's like, "Rah rah rah, you're doing bad. You're bad at school." And he gets home, and he like didn't put his toys away, and his mom and dad were like, "Rah rah rah, you're bad at cleaning up." Then he plays Mario, actually Mario, and he wins, and it pops up on the screen, "You are great." And then the
Aw.
kid smiles, right? And it's like, maybe that's why people get addicted to video games, because it's positive reinforcement. Like, you've got reward.
Yeah,
you've
until
got,
you
like,
play freaking Dark Souls and die 5 billion times on the first stinking boss.
you feel great when you win, though.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Unless you rage quit, which I do.
So speaking of that, the satisfaction of beating like a really tough boss.
Yeah.
I used to play Words with Friends with my dad all the time,
Oh, yeah. That
and
game
I
was
would
awesome.
utterly destroy. I would not hold back. I would just blow him out of the water constantly, right?
And he'd still play?
Yeah, and I would use all the like cheap moves and everything. Like I didn't care. I was like, I'm just gonna. It's like if he wants to play, I'm gonna play.
Right.
Right, and then he finally beat me, and the amount of satisfaction he got out of doing that, and obviously he starts learning all the dirty moves that I'm using and everything, right? So it got a lot more close. But I don't so it started off I'd blow him out 200 points, and then it's now that's 15, 20 points, and then as soon as he would win one, I've never seen my dad so excited about anything.
That is epic.
But then my mom asked me, she's like, your dad gets really mad when he loses to you in this game. It's why don't you take it easy on him? I was like, look. When he finally beats me, it's going to be the happiest day of his life.
That reminds me, I like playing chess with my dad, too. He would never go soft on me. And then when I finally beat him, I remember how good that felt.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Words with friends. That brings me back.
I was gonna say, you guys your dad has more patience and you have more patience than I do. Because if I keep losing to someone, there's no fun in it for me. And so I'm like, nah, I'm done with you.
He was literally the only person I played with. I installed the app because he wanted to play with me.
Huh. That totally takes me back, though. I would consider that was one of the first viral apps or games.
Yeah.
For sure. When that came out, everyone was playing Words with Friends. Mm-hmm. And then they come out with the Words with Friends, too. Which one were you playing?
We started on 1 and then moved to 2.
You moved to 2. Dang.
Yeah.
You didn't play a pirate Word with Friends, did you?
No, Gwen and I played a game of that, maybe.
It was so
just
dumb.
A-R and G.
Yeah, you couldn't really, could you not, was there words you couldn't make? Cause it was
no, you could literally just drop all of your tiles every turn.
Yeah, yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what they were thinking with that.
So, and it was a smaller board, too. It wasn't as far out, so it's if you could drop 2 7 or 8 letter words, and then everything had to be 3 or 4 letters because everything was already blocked off.
Right. Well, before we wrap for the night, Chris, do you want to finish with Star Wars leaks?
I didn't even look them up, but we can try.
All right, we're going to try to wrap up with Star Wars leaks. I have to be to work unfathomably early tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we're going to cut this one just a little short. But we did talk a little bit about Star Wars. But
We did.
I want to hear what the leaks are for the week.
Well, so while Chris is looking that up, I love that Duluth News Tribune specifically pointed out you talking about the no-name pod racer.
I know, from the book.
From the book. It was so funny. I thought that was hilarious.
I still can't believe that they
That
couldn't name him.
Yeah.
Or even take the time to look up his name.
Seriously. Poor guy. I mean, we all didn't like him anyways. He looked like a big old beetle to me. Just gross, nasty beetles.
All right, so this is filed under cast. Oh, hold on a sec here. Daryl has. I'm like the game goon at work. If one of the kids is getting too, and something got blurred out, I'm sure he wasn't a swear word.
Ah!
But our filter's set hyper strict. So I'm guessing it's if one of the kids is getting too antsy or being rude to the other kids, they bring him in.
Oh, cool.
So he's the enforcer. People are getting
Nice.
too bullyish on their games.
That's awesome.
You'd have to talk to me constantly because I just have no mercy.
let Tim win with Words with Friends or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, let us up. Daryl,
So
I want to
one day
play your
ago,
game.
this is considered cast and crew, so I don't know what
Okay.
how that falls on the veracity scale, but John Boyega would love to see Finn's axed Star Wars storyline get told on TV or animation. The actor says it would have been sick to see Finn lead a rebellion as originally planned for The Rise of Skywalker.
That's pretty cool. I'll take it. Bring it on.
Yeah,
Let me see it.
I know it wasn't a cuss word, Daryl. Like I said, our filter set's super strong.
We want to make sure we are especially family friendly, except for when Chris gets really excited about
Yeah,
things.
I almost let one go earlier today. I did see this earlier. So I think that would have been cool for Finn.
I do
Oh,
too.
heck yeah.
Ewan McGregor did in-costume camera tests for Kenobi on the set of The Mandalorian. I heard about that from a
my
different
gosh.
source. So
I heard about that as well. I think only along the lines of what it was like for him to see his old outfit set up there for him.
That's awesome.
How exciting that must be.
Oh, for sure.
That was a long time
yeah.
ago.
Well,
That was
then
a
and you get
long
to
time ago.
walk around on that cool new set too.
Oh yeah,
Heck
with
yeah.
oh man.
So 4 days ago, this is actually a really cool one. Or really terrible, I guess, one way or the other, depending on how you feel about it. This is a legit leak. This guy posted, my girlfriend is friends with our local bookstore owner, and sometimes she gets super awesome things. And this is a pre-copy of Star Wars High Republic.
Oh,
And it says right on the top, content under strict embargo until 12/14/2020.
oh man.
So we got an advanced copy of it.
I would love to
Dang.
read that.
So
Jelly.
So I actually like opened that one up and was like reading the comments and stuff. And this is the interesting thing to me. It's like some people were complaining about like there being like spoilers and stuff, right?
Right.
And they're like, if you're on Star Wars Leaks, like this is a place made for people who don't care about spoilers.
Oh,
That's just
right.
You know, so it's like
Yeah.
if you just want the most up to date news on what's going
Right.
on, regardless if it's spoiler or not.
What did it
so.
cost? Everything.
So yeah, so apparently there's some backlash from John Boyega saying that he felt like his character was sort of wasted in the third one.
Well, I
but
agree.
yeah, I agree too.
Oh, absolutely.
There wasn't. I mean,
Ray, I've got something to tell you.
Right, like that was basically his dialogue the entire movie.
It really was. It's like I got a different haircut that I'm not going to acknowledge, and I have something to tell you.
Yeah.
Right, it's been 5 years or whatever since the Last Jedi,
Yeah.
and like yeah, John Boyega's character was kind of tossed to the wayside.
yeah, I agree.
All right. What do you got for the last one?
So tying into that, he said he's received full support from all of his Star Wars castmates after speaking out.
I would totally, I would be surprised if somebody did. The cast on that show, Daisy
They
Ridley,
seem pretty
and Poe,
tight-knit.
Oscar,
Oscar Isaac.
Oh, I can't talk today. Yes. thank
Oscar
you,
Mayer.
Karen.
Oh, you guys aren't riffing anymore? Okay.
No, we're waiting on you.
Okay, so the last thing. So season 2's first episode is 52 minutes long.
Yes. Let me roll around in the sweet bask of Mandalorian. Ooh, I just thought of
That
a
was
funny
very
meme.
upsetting. What he just did.
Well, so in the scene in the very opening shot with the guy with the drink and you spilled my drink, he says like his musk on the blue guy must be very sweet.
You know, it's interesting. That drink gets spilled well before the Mandalorian
I
walks
know
in.
it does.
And I noticed that.
He just wants to be angry at Mando for no reason.
Toto Mando Punto Mando or whatever he says. But did you notice the blue guy is in the trailer?
No.
Yeah, that fish guy.
I don't. I think I only watched the trailer once.
The fish guy is in one of the newer Monday Night Football slots. So
Interesting.
I'm assuming it's the same fish guy. But for a second,
that's racist, Jeremy.
oh, you are so funny. You are so funny.
One fish guy, it all looks the same.
The blue fish guy. We've only seen one in the entire show. So.
Yeah, and he got frozen in carbonite and handed in for a bounty.
Yeah.
That's where he got the calamari and pucks.
He did that. Then he like
That he paid. That's what he paid.
Flan.
Is that what they're called?
yeah, calamari and flan.
And that's what he paid the armorer to make him a pauldron.
Yep. And then he sponsored some of the Beskar steel, and this will be good for mini
Foundlings.
So I just want to thank all of our
Foundlings.
foundlings that are part of the Rise of the
Were you gonna
Podcast
say
clan.
Fondlings?
Fondlings. Jeremy wants to express all of his fondlings.
No, I seriously want to thank all you guys for tuning in. We love you all so much. Who's laughing? No laughing allowed. Chris is laughing. He's not sharing the
Just
beats.
people are making funny comments. James says, I now have an unerasable picture in my mind of Jeremy rolling around on the floor. And Daryl says, oh, all fish guys look alike and I get censored. Quality.
That's actually awesome. That's really, really good.
Well, I suppose if you've made it to this part of the video, you've made it to the end of our shorter than normal podcast. Throw a like on it if you want to see more content like this in the future. Comment down below with how excited you are for Mando Season 2 or anything else you want to throw down there. We love talking to you guys. Subscribe if you're not already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time we upload a new video or go live. Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course,
May the force be with you.